Welcome back folks to a new daily video on Helldivers 2. We got a new major order with a new high command brief. Is a new cape coming due to the whole PSN fiasco? And we got a looksy at an upcoming stratagem and also a new enemy, maybe. So like and subscribe and hit that ding dong bell to keep spreading democracy. It's looking good, divers, on the major order front, as this morning we had a new order drop, which is to liberate all designated planets, which are the following: Heath, Veld, Angels Ventura, and Akamar 4. The dispatch in-game reads: sudden, massive outbreaks traced back to the Meridian super colony have erupted on multiple planets. The super colony appears to be producing far more terminid spores than other infested planets, leading to an unpredictable outbreaks within its vicinity. The Helldivers must contain these outbreaks immediately, before they spread out of control. And to go along with this, Spitz posted this today from the new High Table brief. Early Sunday morning, the final TCS tower upon Errata Prime was deactivated, and thus a much greater crisis was averted. 3 planets have been spared the fate of Meridia, and thorough cleansing efforts have begun to remove the terminid remains that stain their lush and beautiful biomes. However, the Meridian super colony is now producing far more spores than other infested planets, leading to the unpredictable outbreaks within its vicinity. For now, the super colony is too thoroughly infested for any conventional operations to have any effect, but top scientists are working on an effective countermeasure. Until a permanent cure to the terminid outbreak can be developed, Helldivers must contend with the symptoms. Small clusters of terminid spores have erupted into massive outbreaks on Heath, Veld, Angels Ventura, and Akamar 4. These planets now face their own crises and are quickly being overrun. With the TCS inoperable and the Meridian super colony feeding the galaxy with a seemingly endless wave of new terminids, they now pose a greater threat than ever before. So the story is moving forward, folks, with the Meridian super colony, which we showed last week, where we will more than likely see some of the new items we showcased as well last week, like the black matter and also the leak later in this video. We're currently doing okay with this major order, but I do think we will see these numbers rise up soon. As you can see here, there are currently 162,000 players online, which, if I'm correct, this is actually more than what we saw over the weekend, which is great. And it's just great to see that the players are like, you know what? Yes, Sony messed up. We got it back to normal. We're going to start playing again, which is just great to see. We currently have just under 4 days to get this done, which does run out on the day of the new Premium War Bond, which is Thursday. If you can as well, let me know below if you will be getting it or not, as this whole Sony situation has left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. To which I actually do think if Arrowhead wants to get back in the good books, they should not make it a Premium War Bond and let people have it for free. At this moment in time, I doubt I'll be purchasing it just due to this whole issue, as we still need to show them that they cannot do stupid shit like this and think they can get away with it. Yes, it will hurt Arrowhead, but sadly, they're in the middle of this whole thing. Next, folks, we have the new daily order, which is to kill 10 enemies with the expendable anti-tank. 15 medals, boom, go get them, they're yours. It looks like we may be getting a new cape as well, divers, with its design on which is absolutely genius. CEO Johan put this out there. Also, the accidental cape design is pretty cool, from a community member. I do think we will see a ton of divers rocking this if it does appear, because it's going to show just how powerful the entire Helldivers 2 community actually is. And this design, if some people don't know, it's just the reviews on Steam, which I think is amazing. It's just the graph. It's fantastic. Our next story as well is actually to do with the review segment on Steam, which is currently changed from negative to mixed, which is a great sign. As I said though in the last video, I do think we still need to see some negative reviews online, but I do think it's a good thing. We need those to stay there just to show Sony how stupid that their idea was. So we will see what the reviews are like, in a couple of days when we come back to them. But I want to see Steam put those 177 countries back on the paying list for it, because they do not need it, as they have now said it's optional. Our last segment today, folks, is the leaks. We got some new footage of a bug larva, which will be coming into the game shortly, which I think for a mission, which I do hope that we have to either retrieve it and take it back with us on the ship, or we got to transport it from one side of the map to the other, kind of like the codes where you pick up the codes from one area, take it to the other side and load them up. Something like that, I do think it would actually be quite fun to do. But next up is the one I'm actually looking forward to probably the most, because it's just so obscure, is the footage of the TV camera, which is to be a stratagem for us to deploy. Are we going to have to film bugs or some sort of area for it to be sent back to Super Earth? Is it going to be used for propaganda? Who knows? But all I know is when this camera does go live, we're going to be seeing so many players just acting out scenes and pretending that they're using that to film it. It's going to be hilarious, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. Let me know what you think about this down below, my fellow Helldivers, and let's keep spreading that democracy.